they won't believe that you're drinking grape juice.
Yeah. Having a glass of red, are you, Mum? Just enjoying the afternoon.
A glass of grape juice from Mum.
Oh, I didn't say it was wine. I just said a glass of red. Just the same as my glass of red. Yes. And do you believe that I'm drinking grape juice? Well, anybody that knows me knows that I'm not drinking grape juice.
And anybody that knows me knows that I'm not drinking wine.
Yeah. You know, it's like all things. When you've got a deadline to work to, you do the things that you wanted to do the whole time. We've been here for 12 months, and my house is literally just over there. And in 12 months, I haven't walked over here to sit down under the tree in the afternoon and enjoy a glass of wine. And I made some cheese and meat. Now, this stuff's hard to find in Vietnam, brie cheese and proper pepperoni. Olives are everywhere. There's some Gouda cheese. The Gouda's a little bit hard to find normally too. But so we got that, and we're sitting here looking at that lovely little house over there, and this is actually a fish farm here. But you wouldn't know it. And me mum and me are just sitting here enjoying a drink this afternoon.
We are, before I go back to Australia.
Yeah.
On Monday.
Yeah, because mum goes back to Australia on Monday, and then she's got 2 weeks of quarantine, and you know.
See, we've got fish farm here, and we've got vegetables planted just there.
Yeah. So there's vegetables over there,
and fish farm again.
Yeah. Oh, there's fish farms everywhere here, and what's amazing to me is that these farms are so small. Like in Australia, if you had a little lake like this, like I've got a dam in Australia about a quarter the size of this, but there's no way in the world it could make any money. Anyway, so try some of your cheese. Put some cheese on it, Mum.
I know, but I'm just going to keep you talking.
Oh, okay. I'll keep me talk. Put some cheese on it with your meat, you know. Yeah.
Going to. This looks lovely.
Yeah. All the Vietnamese people on my channel are going, you're going to eat what? An olive with cheese and meat and crackers. And juice. Cheers. Good? There we go.
Just lovely.
Any good, Mum?
Really nice. The cheese is just lovely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so is the salami.
Yeah.
It's all just lovely.
It's proper salami. So a piece of salami here about, I think maybe 15 centimeters long, 200 grams, and the piece of salami cost 210,000. So maybe $13-14 for a 200 gram bit of salami. So it's a bit expensive. Well, depending on what you normally buy in Australia, I suppose.
Same price as Australia.
Yeah. But it's expensive for here. That's really expensive. When you consider that earlier today, the bank sent me 2 messages to come and win me 40,000 that they gave me, which was actually turned out to be 2 amounts of 20,000. Watch my other video on it. But the bank here, I don't even have an account with that bank. It's just I did a Western Union transfer there, and so then they rang me and said, "Oh, you've won 20,000." And I'm like, "Yes, dollars." No, 20,000 VND. So I won $1.25, and then I had to go into the bank for a half an hour, pick up the money, and it was like sign 2 pieces of paperwork, get them stamped and everything, and then I walked out with my $2.25. So I thought that was funny, but still good fun. And to put it in context, like the 40,000 here for them is about 20,000 an hour for average labour type prices. If people
2 cheap breakfasts or 1 good faux ball for breakfast.
Yeah. Like faux ball is about 25,000 for a bowl of faux ball in the communities and that. So anyway, so the salami was that. The brie cheese was about 110,000. So like $7.50 or something. The crackers were cheap. They're 70,000. The olives were about $5 for the little bottle that you normally buy. That's 200 grams or something. And the Gouda cheese, it was about 100 and 100 and something thousand. So nice little snack, and still a lot cheaper than you pay in the hotel. But it's actually cranking hot here.
It is.
It's really quite hot. It'd be nice if there was a little breeze.
It's the middle of summer. It is summer now. It's June. It's summer, and we have afternoon storms. Like it's just
Yeah.
rained just before,
Yeah.
so the humidity's really.
Mm.
It was raining a couple of hours ago.
Yeah.
And the humidity's high.
And so I suspect in another hour it'll probably be pouring down here again.
Okay.
But so this is just we come out to have a snack and a sit here and enjoy the
And
afternoon.
it's cooler than when it is just a sunny hot afternoon. Like when
Yeah,
the sun's
yeah.
out, it's a lot
Oh.
cooler with
When the sun's out, it's terrible. Sometimes, like I work on roofs in Australia, and even when the sun's out, the sun doesn't seem to burn anywhere near as much as it burns here. In summer here, everybody drives around with long sleeves on and wraps themselves up and covers every inch of skin and that, and that's even though they're all got lots of melanin in their skin anyway. But they all cover up and that because you burn very quickly here in Vietnam. Like it's like if you're out in the sun for 15 minutes during summer, you'll have a burn. It's really, and I suppose it's a little bit the same in Australia sometimes, but not
In
often.
Australia, we more slip, slop, slap. We really do have with the sunscreen.
Yeah.
Here, you don't even hear about sunscreen.
Oh, that's actually a thing. I should go to the shop and see whether you can buy sunscreen in the shop, because there's lots of stuff like that you just take for granted in Vietnam, but people don't buy it.
No.
It's like a tanning lotion.
They cover up.
You wouldn't be able to buy
everything with
tanning
white.
lotion here either.
They buy every product, every for a woman, every facial, even everything's got whitening agents in it.
Hmm.
Whitening agents in it. All your face creams have got whitening agents in it. Everything.
Yeah. And so if you're already white, you're going to be very white.
Buy anything with it out.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, and they and the whole white thing, like my baby daughter is 3 months old. I'm a dad, so thereabouts 3 months old. Yeah, mum says 4 months. My mum says 4 months. Her mum would actually know, but when I walk around here, everybody thinks she's so beautiful because she's white, and it's mainly just because she's white. It's really a social status thing here. All the people that are on TV, in the news, on movie shows here, they're all white Asians. They're either got like creams that make them white or that, but they really try hard to be white. It's really a thing here.
And the men are even upset, like Hi's even upset when he's getting darker.
Yeah.
Summer's coming and he's really worried
Yeah.
at the moment that
Yeah.
he's a little bit darker.
Yeah, because then they're not as attractive to women here who want white-skinned men, and you think that's weird, but it's no weirder than in Australia people tanning on the weekend to have a tan, so then they brown up their skin, and women sit out in their backyard tanning it in the middle of the day in Australia, so then they can get a suntan and look like they've been at the beach for the week, and yeah. But anyway, Mum's eating this and I'm missing out.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said keep talking.
Yeah, keep talking. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, I just thought I'd have some reviews. So what are you, you've been here a year and a half, Mum, now in Vietnam. What's your favourite thing about Vietnam?
Going home.
Going home. You can't say that, Mum. You've had lots of good things go on in Vietnam. Going home's not your favourite thing. You were crying the other night at the family dinner because you're upset about going home.
Who said where home is?
You've
taken it right the wrong way.
Okay. You live with me in Vietnam, so home's here. Yeah, well, that's only a few paces away, so we'll be back there soon. But what stands out to you, Mum, about your trip here?
Just everything's different in Vietnam. The whole culture's different. Everything, money, food, every single everything in society is just totally different to what we have at home, and that's why I enjoy coming to Vietnam and the other places to experience the different cultures, etc. etc. And and my son lives here, and I've got a most beautiful little granddaughter here to make sure that I keep coming back to, so Vietnam's just very, very different, and I enjoy the differences.
Yeah.
So what about you? What's the best thing that you think
Well,
about Vietnam?
Well, it's hard to explain that just on your point, Mum, to people, but like if you go for a holiday to Vietnam, normally you stay in a hotel or a motel. They got Western breakfast on the menu. They got, you know, pizza shops in the cities and stuff. But when you come to like a rural area of Vietnam where there's only 4 million people live, there's only one KFC in town, and so when we want a fast food fix here, we normally head down to the KFC. So we've eaten more KFC here in the year than we eat it in Australia, but more KFC, not more fast food. That was a previous argument with Mum. I got to start recording these arguments with me Mum. I think they're entertaining. But anyway, we don't argue in a adversarial way, just in a friendly banter. But anyway, just like boxers sparring. Today we're arguing about how many women are on building sites here. Like I reckon that there's more women on building sites than men here, but certainly more than in Australia as a percentage. And so the first 2 sites we saw, there was like 4 men and 1 woman, and her mum said, "See, I'm winning." And so then the next 2 sites we went to, there was only 1 woman and no men. One woman working by herself, and then the last site, there was 3 more sites we saw. Last site there was 3 people, 2 women and 1 man. And so if you add up the percentages, we've been to 2 sites where there was only women, 100% women, and one site where there was 75% women or 66% women.
So we would want old people, and all the women here
and 2 with 20%.
And the women here that are working are all older than 40. They're not young women working on these sites, because there's no jobs here for older women whatsoever. They have to do the hard work to live.
Yeah.
So it's not a society that I'd like to have for older people here if they need to work.
That's why they live forever though, Mum. Because they don't eat expensive food that's full of fat and sugar, and they work all day. But yes, no, I like Australia too, where I can enjoy all of the finer things in life and not have to work too hard. Yeah. But anyway, back to my point. When you immerse yourself in the culture like you do here, in the local little community. Oh, here comes my wife with the baby. When you immerse yourself in the culture, it's like everything. It's like the way you eat, the customs, the food, the way they go to the toilet even is different here than in Australia. Watch a video on that. But on my channel there's a video about that. And
the women don't eat with the men, and women and children sit and they eat off from the floor, and it's just everything is different how we would do it. And with all the chopsticks, no one has a knife to peel an apple or an orange or anything. You don't have a knife.
Yeah.
To butter bread or to butter
They've only got like a big carving knife in houses because that's the only knife they use. They don't have like butter knives or smaller knives.
Here we go.
Anyway, here's my bub and here's my wife. Hello, darling. Hello. Hello. This is for YouTube. I should have made this a live video. Anyway, g'day. There's Mila. Hello. Say hello to your YouTube fans. Hello. If you come to Vietnam and get married, then in a year's time, this is what happens. You end up with a baby like that. Gorgeous. Maybe not as gorgeous as my baby, but yeah. And one of the other things, like I'm drinking red wine at the moment. Mum's drinking grape juice, and I did that and put them in normal glasses because the locals in our little street here It's not polite to drink alcohol when you're not eating, and so the men only drink alcohol when they're eating, and so they have to eat when they're drinking, and that's just the custom. And when the food stops, they'll either get more food or stop drinking. So that's really hard to get used to, especially when you're drinking beer, because you feel full from drinking 6 beers, and then you still got to keep eating to keep the appearance that you're eating dinner.
Shop, we nearly bought biscuits. Peter wanted to buy biscuits for me.
Oh, Cruskets. Yeah, I nearly bought one.
When they get teeth, for me, hard biscuit.
Yeah, for her cut teeth. For her eat no same. For near same like this.
He'll eat.
He'll eat. Understand small. So like I've learned about I don't know, maybe 100 Vietnamese words or something. Not
get
many.
Into this, darling.
I know, Mum's polishing off. Well, pass one over. If you're polite about it, you'd pass one over. Oh yeah, there we go. My wife makes for me. There we go. Yeah, that's the way it should be. See, my mum will fire up about that, but my wife just thinks, yes, that's right. See, look, and even with an olive, cheese and pepperoni, that's awesome. Yeah, tick. Is that tick? See.
Otherwise, Mum will eat.
Make tôi, make cái này.
Yep. Like,
They're very good.
Western food's not good for you, but geez, it's nice.
It's really, really nice to have. When you haven't had it for 18 months, we've been here since January 2020, and that's nearly 18 months, 17 months or something. And every day, there's nothing. The bread's all got sugar in it. Bread doesn't taste like bread when you buy it.
Yep.
Everything is just different.
Yep.
Up here in the
Like
north, anyway.
on this plate, everything tastes a bit like Western food, but normally you're eating food that doesn't taste anything like Western food.
And especially up here in the north of Vietnam, because it's not a tourist town that we live in. So down the south, you can buy pizzas and you can buy steaks and you can even get lamb dishes and all the rest of it. But up here,
Mum, just be careful on your chair, because it looks like you're going to fall over there.
I'm leaning forward on it.
Yeah, but it looks like it's sagging on one side there.
Yeah.
And you're leaning forward, but it's sagging over on you.
I've got to watch my drink down there.
Ai sợ bù bê.
Don't stand back with Jerry, go in the drink. You go.
Oh, okay.
Yep, no, it's okay.
That better?
It's a lot better.
I mean,
we joke.
I've got the camera on, and so I was waiting for you to fall in the river. But
joking when I'm walking out here, Peter said I'd fall in.
But what I was worried about is that plate of cheese going in the river when you went, Mum, because I mean, I didn't mind if you fell in. That would have been good footage. But
So if I go in, I'd hold this up and sit out there. And you
yeah, that's right. Then I'd have to come in and get you.
Come in and get it.
Bố ơi.
This Gouda, I haven't had any good Gouda cheese for a long time. It's lovely.
Lovely, isn't it?
Ngon không?
Ngon.
What
So,
do you
darling.
think, Mila, hey? What do you think? Don't know, she says. Don't know.
Darling, in Vietnam, people come sit do same.
No, only baby younger.
Only when you younger, you ask Mum come do same.
My mom's scared for bố kia say no. Nên
Scared of the water.
when my mom sleep lang, I with her go mom no.
No, be it. No, Mum might watch video now be it.
No understand.
No understand English. It's like lots of videos I make where I say things that I did when I was younger, and my mum watches them later and finds out.
Mango.
There you go.
Mango.
A mango fell in. See, that would have been good if I'd got that on footage, hey? but is it going to float? Should float. No? Oh. Alright, what were you saying, Mum?
Must have been alive.
Today.
I can't remember. It's already gone.
Okay. Pass another one over, Mum.
Là muốn tô à?
Muốn
meat đâu?
Muốn one.
Meat đâu?
Yeah, muốn thick meat.
It's very good. They're just lovely done. I was going to say it's a very, very good idea that you had to come and to buy it at the supermarket and for us to come and do it.
Yeah, it was lovely, hey. Because it's funny, like, you get immersed in the culture here, and people here don't do anything like this. They don't have recreational time.
No,
They don't even think to have recreational time. Like
they're either working or they're at home with family.
Yeah.
Working or family time.
Yep. Yeah, and if you go out for a recreational time, it's like karaoke for 2 hours and that's it, and you go home. It's not like you go out for the weekend and you spend the day on the beach or something. You go down the beach for an hour and then you go home because you don't want to be in the sun.
And besides that, they work 6 days a week and they don't have holidays. There's no 3 weeks holiday. It's the only holiday they have virtually, and they go home to family, or then it might be just a couple of public holidays during the year that's 3 or 4 days, that's over a weekend that they can go somewhere, but usually that's to go and see family too. And
Yep. Yeah.
it's so their time is, they're never thinking like we'll just go and have time away or time for anything else.
Yeah, because like their work holiday is just for Tet. It's just the 1 week. Other than that, they get 2 days a month sick leave, as it were. But so it really affects how society behaves when those things happen, because and people's working days are longer here. Like, people are happy to work 8 hours, but they actually want to work 10 hours or 12 hours so they earn more money. Because the minimum wage, the government minimum wage for men is still only about 120,000 BND, about $9 a day. That's the government set wage for labourers or unskilled workers. For men and that, I think it goes up to about 300,000 a day, which is only $20 or something.
Man's looking at us. Doesn't know what to make of us.
Who's that? That's the neighbour. Yep. But anyway, so we've enjoyed our time in Vietnam, but
I have very much enjoyed my time in Vietnam, and I'll miss it very much, and I hope to come back again very shortly. But I miss everybody in Australia too, so I'm torn between both.
Yeah.
That I want to see both.
Yeah, because you've got a new baby granddaughter in Australia as well that you haven't seen yet, and not face to face, and you've got to leave one granddaughter here to go and see that one. So it's all
Very beautiful girl. And with COVID, it's just harder to do. Here.
Oh, xin chào. This is neighbour. You want some cheese for me? And for me?
He doesn't like it.
No. The locals don't like eating phô mai, so or cheese, so yeah.
Dạ.
Nhà có rau kìa, thích ăn rau gì?
Dạ vâng, kệ cho. Vâng.
Không, thoải mái.